on your side. WBTV News starts right now.
And we're bringing you the first alert to rounds of showers and a few thunderstorms that are going to be possible as we wrap up the work and school week. What you need to know straight ahead.
A Rock Hill school teacher arrested and accused of sex crimes last month was back in court here this morning, facing additional charges as deputies found more evidence during their investigation. What those charges are and more coming up.
And right now, we're following two breaking news stories. First, one person is dead after a helicopter crashed into the Hudson River near Manhattan. Authorities say it happened near Jersey City, New Jersey, about 45 minutes ago. Right now, you're looking at live pictures of the area where that helicopter crashed, and you can see there's still first responders on the scene. Right now, we're working to find out the conditions of the people on board. Of course, we're going to continue to be following this breaking story throughout the afternoon and into the evening. And also breaking from Washington, D.C., this is a live look at Reagan National Airport where two American airline regional jets bumped into each other. We're told it happened while they taxied toward the runway. One of the flights was heading to South Carolina. Thanks for joining us here on WBTV First at 4. I'm John Carter.
And I'm Siobhan Bryan. We know at least two members of Congress were on one of those planes. Now, one of the flights was headed to Charleston, South Carolina, the other on its way to New York. One of the wingtips broke off during the incident, but both planes were able to return to their respective gates. This comes more than 2 months after an American Airlines flight operated by a Charlotte-based crew collided with a military helicopter over that very same airport, tragically killing 67 people. There have since been multiple close calls at DCA, prompting a congressional investigation.
All right, we're going to keep you updated on those stories, but right now we want to turn our attention to the weather as we're giving you a live look out at the Charlotte skyline there on the right side of your screen, and we're keeping a very close eye right now on the First Alert radar, as you see, with the current temperatures out there. We're going to be keeping a close eye on that into the overnight, so let's have meteorologist Rachel Coulter join us now from the First Alert Weather Center.
So, Rachel, we see a lot of clouds out there. What are we expecting in the next few hours?
That's right. We've got rain moving in as we speak. So that first alert is in place, and we're going to continue to track these showers. Not only tonight, we're going to get a few rounds of rain. A few thunderstorms going to be a possibility. We're also going to be tracking these chances heading on into our Friday as well. Looking at satellite and radar right now, this helps to paint the picture. You've got some rain with pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall moving in from west to east, and this is approaching the I-77 corridor for the early evening commute. Let me zoom in a little bit closer and grab a radar here so I can show you just one single site. It has a really good idea of what's seeing here right along 321. Still seeing some of that steady rainfall that's extending about as far east as the I-77 corridor in Iredell County and down into Mecklenburg County. I'll zoom in a little bit more. Starting to see that rain now in Gastonia out towards Mount Holly. So heads up Huntersville and Charlotte. You're going to see some impacts from that rain here momentarily, but that's not the only round I'm watching. We've got some showers and storms to the south and east of Nashville. Another batch of storms out towards the Mississippi River, all associated with the same low that's going to be pushing right over the Carolinas for our Friday. What that means for our forecast heading on into the weekend coming up.
Rachel, thank you. We're following breaking news about a deadly shooting in southeast Charlotte. It happened this afternoon at an apartment complex on Wallace Road. That's right down the street from East Mecklenburg High School. You see it mapped out on your screen here. Now, police have not released many details about what happened or if they've made any arrests here. We did learn from Charlotte Mecklenburg schools that East Mecklenburg High was not on a lockdown. We'll keep you updated on air and online as we learn more.
Douglas McAlpine, a Rock Hill school teacher already accused of multiple counts of child sex exploitation, was back in court this morning on another charge. This time for a video police say he took on his phone of a co-worker at the middle school he worked at. Our Jason Pug has been looking into this new charge. He's joining us now live with more on this. So, Jason, explain more about what all's going on with this.
Yeah, John and Siobhan, the actual new crime was alleged to have happened back in April of 2024, about a year ago, but he's being charged with this additional charge now because during the investigation into the other charges before him, detectives say they found more evidence and found that video we're talking about there. Now, we're going to show you the second mugshot here McAlpine's had within a month here, as well as the second arrest. Last month, we told you he was charged with 5 counts of child sex exploitation after he allegedly uploaded graphic video files online that showed children as young as age 9. Now, those charges don't involve any Rock Hill District students, according to deputies and court documents, but the new charge does involve a Rock Hill District staff member. York County Sheriff's deputies say they found a new video leading to this charge.
Through a search of his phone, they found a video of a staff member at the Rock Hill School District being filmed unknowingly from underneath a table. The video shows this person's legs, and through that we added another charge of peeping and/or voyeurism.
This additional charge resulted in an additional $5,000 being added to his bond this morning in a court. He has since bonded out of jail. We reached out to Rock Hill Schools as well. They say since this original investigation started, he has been put on administrative leave where he remains today. For now, here live in Rock Hill, Jason Puckett, WBTV, on your side.
Jason, thank you. 2 men are accused of helping promote several street takeovers in Charlotte last month. 19-year-olds Jonathan Hernandez and Alexander Kair are both facing charges. Charlotte-Mecklenburg police say detectives identified several social media accounts promoting the takeovers. According to police, Hernandez and Kair had videos from the various street takeovers on their social media pages. Police say both men tagged the account of the main organizer of the takeovers, 704 Meats. Both men have since been released from jail.
Well, we got an update today on what's going on in our community from Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police. Department leaders are sharing crime stats from the first quarter. So here are just some of the things we learned from officers today. CMPD says violent crime is down 17% in Charlotte compared to the same time last year. Homicides are down 38% in the first 3 months of this year compared to last year. Police have also seized 933 guns and say the majority of those weapons are stolen property.
We need responsible gun ownership in this jurisdiction. We don't need you to come in here and leave your vehicle unlocked with a .45 under the seat. It doesn't work because chances are it's going to fall into the wrong hands. And a lot of times, as you've seen with our JADE team and our juvenile crime efforts, is that those guns going into the hands of a 13 or 14-year-old child very oftentimes have negative outcomes.
WBTV's also learned how several CMPD initiatives aimed at cutting down in crime are actually performing, and we're going to have more on those programs in the coming days.
WBTV is on your side, digging deeper into the cost of vaccines after one viewer told us he paid more than $800 for 2 shingles shots. Investigative reporter David Hodges went to work trying to find out how to save you money on shots. Here's a look ahead at his investigation airing tonight on WBTV.
Everyone's here for...
If you watch WBTV, Shingles doesn't care, but Shingrix protects.
You've probably seen the commercials about getting a shot for shingles.
Having shingles is worse than the shot. So when I saw the new doctor, I went in and I basically said, hey, I want to get my shingle shot. So that was $345 for consultation.
The cost was anything but routine.
At the same visit, they charged another $317 for preventive care.
But the most expensive charge was for the 2 doses of shingles vaccine.
So total of $820 or whatever it was, you know. I said, that seems outrageous.
Should they have notified you up front about how much this would cost?
Yes, that should be their business practice.
Tonight, David reveals the most affordable places to go get your vaccinations. Make sure to join us tonight for WBTV News at 11 to find out where to go to save the most money.
Working to eliminate the backlog of sexual assault cases as victims are waiting to see justice served, the steps North Carolina Governor Josh Stein has taken to get those cases solved.